was your university in English or in Ukrainian?
Our university, the method of teaching is completely English, and all the teachers will speak English. And we also have Ukrainian subjects, just because we need to, after fourth year, we need to talk to patients, we need to work in hospitals, so that for the communication case, we need to learn Ukrainian, and we have Ukrainian subject, and we have been learning Ukrainian.
As exactly
And
that's
even for daily day to day communication, we need Ukrainian. For buying groceries to going out anywhere, we need the language in the place which we live.
sure. Yes, that's pretty much universal. I always ask this question, but I already know the answer because even when the teachers speak English, the patients often don't. So you end up learning the
Yeah.
language of the place. But after all, if you are staying 6 years in a place, it's just natural. Like, I do like to learn language, so I went, for example, to France in 2010 and I decided to learn French. And so nowadays I speak French. And then in
uh,
2019, I went to the United Arab Emirates and decided to learn Arabic. And I speak
Arabic.
very little Arabic. So yes, of course, if I go to a country, I'm at least making an effort to learn. What's your native language? Do you natively speak Hindi or Tamil or what?
In India, like there are so many. India is culturally diverse, so we have so many languages. I come from a place called Karnataka. In this state, we speak Kannada. Kannada is my native language, and it's my mother tongue. And
Wow.
major of the yeah, in India there are so many languages, more than like 500 languages, even more, I don't know. Every region has its own language.
Do you feel like the British colonization from this point of view was a blessing in disguise because at least now everyone can communicate in English, or does it make no sense whatsoever?
Yeah, like it has, English has become a common language with everyone. If we want to talk to some Indians, we use English. Actually, I will tell you an incident. I was in Turkey. I was living in a hostel to go to Ukraine, because I was not getting visa at the time, and I met some foreigners from Australia and other countries, and we two Indians were also talking in English, and they were laughing at us and asking, "You are from the same country and you are talking in English. We are at least from different countries. We are talking in English."
Yes,
So
but
it happens. Like we are very close, like adjacent states from us, like Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Tamil Nadu. We speak in English with them because we have different languages.
I learned a lot about it after I started my Instagram page. Not so much the YouTube channel, but I have a lot of followers from India on my Instagram. I think it's around 35% of my followers. And so often people, not only from India, but people from many countries will just comment on their native language.
Yeah.
So people ask a question or just say, nice, I liked it. But they will say it, for example, in Urdu or in Hindi,
Yeah.
or I know Urdu is not from India. I'm well aware of that, but or in Uzbek, and they just use their language.
Yeah.
And so I usually try to translate, to at least answer. And so from this point of view, I started seeing some like weird alphabets, weird abjad symbols I had never seen before. And I went to look what it meant, and it was like, no, this is Magalhazi, this is Punjabi, this is
Yeah.
Telugu.
Punjabi.
And I was
Yeah.
like, wow, these are languages that are spoken by like 70 million people and I
Yeah.
had never heard about them.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can
And so,
speak Hindi too, Hindi, English, Kannada, and I can understand Telugu and Tamil a little bit, because in Ukraine we live with all people from all the states. By hearing languages, we somewhat get used to that.
yes, and I totally understand when you say that you talk to each other sometimes in English, because, for example, my native language is Portuguese, and here in Brazil everyone speaks Portuguese, but our neighboring countries here speak Spanish. And Spanish is very alike to Portuguese.
Yeah,
You can somewhat understand, it's mutually intelligible. And yet, I often prefer to talk to Spanish speakers in English because at least we really have a common ground here. We both speak English decently. But coming back from this tangent, and so nowadays, how is your Ukrainian? can you easily communicate in Ukrainian? I guess you speak good Ukrainian, so
Yeah,
perhaps now you speak like 5 or 6 languages.
yeah, I can speak. Should I speak in Ukrainian now?
Sure, sure, I won't understand it, but some followers may.
Yeah, okay. I will introduce myself in Ukrainian. Is that fine?
Okay, okay, go ahead, tell who you are and where
Uh,
you study, for example.
Мене звати Рогіт. Я з Індії. Я живу в Україні. Навчаюся Івано-Франківську національного медичного університету. Чотири курс. Я живу в гуртожитку. Shall I say more? If it's a question, I can answer.
Okay, okay, great, it's fine. I can pick a few words. Some things are very similar from language to language. I
Yeah,
think
there are a few words.
universitat or something like that. I can guess it probably means university, but overall, I pretty much do not understand anything. But thank you for your contribution. I'm sure our Ukrainian-speaking followers will understand it.
Yeah.
And so, how was the process of going from India to Ukraine? First of all, okay, so first thing before anything else,